Let's continue chapter 4, that is metals and nonmetals. Now we are going to study the chemical properties of metals. Metals react with nonmetals to form different compounds. Some metals are very reactive while others are less reactive at room temperature. Some metals are unreactive. Here you can see some of the metals which are unreactive. They are called noble metals like gold, silver and platinum. They do not show reaction at all. First chemical property of metal is reaction with oxygen. Metals react with oxygen to form metal oxides. Here you can see an example that iron reacts with oxygen to form iron oxide. It is also called rust. It is reddish brown in color. So articles made of iron such as grills, fencing, etc. get rusted because of their reaction with moist air. Now if we test this rust, we will find out that it is basic in nature. We can take this rust and mix with water and bring the litmus paper near it. Then we will see that red litmus paper turns blue. It confirms that rust is basic in nature. So we can say that metal oxides are basic in nature. Similarly, magnesium reacts with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. And when this magnesium oxide is dissolved in water, it forms magnesium hydroxide solution. And when we test this magnesium hydroxide solution with red litmus paper, we will find out that red litmus paper turns into blue. So it confirms that it is basic in nature. In the same way, calcium, copper and mercury reacts with oxygen to form metal oxide. Next property of metal is that they react with water. Metals react with water to form metal oxides or metal hydroxides. There is always production of hydrogen gas along with this reaction. Now, sodium and potassium are extremely reactive metals. They react with oxygen on their exposure to air. So we have to store them in kerosene. Now this sodium and potassium can react with water and they form sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide along with the production of hydrogen gas. Here you can see sodium, that is Na, reacts with water to form NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide along with the hydrogen gas. In the same way, potassium, that is K, reacts with water to form KOH, that is potassium hydroxide along with the production of hydrogen gas. Magnesium, zinc and iron are less reactive as compared to sodium and potassium. So magnesium, that is Mg, reacts with hot water to form magnesium oxide, that is MgO, along with the hydrogen gas. Then zinc and iron, they react only with the steam and form zinc oxide, that is ZnO plus H2. Now some metals like copper, gold and silver, they are less reactive metals. So they do not react with water. Most metals react with dilute acids and form salts and hydrogen gas, but the reactivity of different metals is different. Some metals react very fast, like sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, while others react slower, like zinc, aluminium, and iron. Now there are some metals which do not react at all, like copper, mercury, silver, gold, and platinum. Now some example of this reaction are like sodium react with hydrochloric acid to form sodium chloride, which is a salt, along with the production of hydrogen gas. In the same way, magnesium reacts with the sulfuric acid to form magnesium sulfate, a kind of salt, and hydrogen gas. Now, there are some metals like aluminium, zinc, and iron which react very slow. Like aluminium reacts with hydrochloric acid to form aluminium chloride, which is a kind of salt, along with the production of hydrogen gas. Now when we bring a burning matchstick near the mouth of a test tube in which the reaction was going on, then it burns with a pop sound. This pop sound is produced due to the production of hydrogen gas. Next property of metals is the reaction with bases. Metals react with bases to liberate hydrogen gas along with the production of any compound. So, some metals like aluminium, zinc, and lead react with strong base like sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. Here in this example, you can see aluminium as a metal and sodium hydroxide as a base. So a complex compound, that is sodium aluminate, a kind of salt, is produced along with the production of hydrogen gas. So a pop sound is produced which indicates the presence of hydrogen gas. I hope you must have understood the topic very well. Thank you and have a nice day.